नमो नमः। वृश्चिकस्य विषं पुच्छं, मक्षिकस्य विषं शिरः, तक्षकस्य विषं दंष्ट्रा, सर्वांगं दुर्जने विषम्. Vrishchikasya visham puchham. The poison of a scorpion is in its tail. Makshikasya visham shiraha. A fly has poison on its head. Takshakasya visham dhamshtra. Takshakaha is the snake. So a snake has its poison in its fangs, whereas a wicked person, sarvangam durjane visham. A wicked person has poison all over his body. An interesting story is that of Kartavirya Arjuna, not to be confused with Panduputra Arjun. So this is a different Arjun, Kartavirya Arjun, who ruled over the kingdom of Hehaya from his capital city, Mahishmati. So he had once propitiated Bhagwan Dattatreya, who was an incarnation of Vishnu, and he acquired 1,000 arms and he became invincible. Once Kartavirya Arjun was bathing in the waters of the Narmada with his queens, and with his 1,000 arms he dammed the river. So much so that Ravan, who happened to be in that place, who was on the other side of the other bank of Narmada, he was meditating actually on the banks of the river. Suddenly he found that the river had gone dry on his side, Ravan. Then that was because then he realized that it was Kartavirya Arjun who was trying to stop the waters from flowing towards his side. So he marched up to Kartavirya Arjun and he confronted him. But Kartavirya Arjun was far too powerful for Ravan. Just imagine, far too powerful for Ravan. He imprisoned him and he brought him to his capital city and he insulted him publicly. Then later on, of course, he was let away to go, and that's how Ravan escaped. So that was one incident. Kartavirya Arjun also, one more incident. He was once, along with his troops, he was crossing the forests, and that is when he chanced to come across the hermitage of sage Jamadagni and Renuka, the parents of Parashuram. So the sage welcomed the king and his entourage and offered them a meal. So the sage had Kamadhenu with him, the wish-fulfilling divine cow. Kamadhenu, it is believed, was one of the precious things that came from the churning of the Milky Ocean. So a king's banquet was served for Kartavirya Arjun and his troops, and with the help of Kamadhenu. So Kartavirya Arjun was quite shocked. He said, this sage who's living by himself in this hermitage, how did he manage to put up such a fantastic spread? And that's when he learned about Kamadhenu. So he got very jealous. He felt that Kamadhenu should be with him, the powerful king, and not with this person who is living in the hermitage. So he ordered his people to steal the cow. So surreptitiously the cow was stolen and taken away. So Kamadhenu was dragged away. She was crying piteously, but she was dragged away and taken away. Now, when Parashuram heard of this incident, he was not in the hermitage when this whole thing happened. So when he came to know that Kamadhenu had been forcefully taken away, he went to Mahishmati and confronted Kartavirya Arjun, and he called him for a fight. So he went with his mighty axe and his bow and arrow, everything. And Kartavirya Arjun also came, and with his 500 arms, and he held 500 bows, and with the remaining 500 arms held arrows, and there was a fierce battle between Parashuram and Kartavirya Arjun. And then Kartavirya Arjun flung trees and mountains and rocks at him, but eventually Parashuram cut off the 1,000 arms of Kartavirya Arjun and beheaded him. The 10,000 sons of Kartavirya Arjun who watched this were stunned. They never imagined that their father would be felled the way he was, and they fled from the spot. And then after that, of course, Parashuram, and then these 10,000 sons, they bore vengeance in their heart, and they came back to the hermitage of Jamadagni and Renuka. Again, as usual, Parashuram was not in the hut; he was away, and that is when these 10,000 sons, they beheaded sage Jamadagni while he was meditating on the Lord. When Parshuram came, he was furious, and that is when he went after the 10,000 sons of Kartavirya Arjun and killed them all. And not only that, we know the story, he went on a rampage to kill all the unrighteous Kshatriyas. So that was the story of Kartavirya Arjun, who was so powerful, so invincible, but absolutely no humility. Another story from mythology, another example is that of Kichak, who was the chief minister of the kingdom of Matsya, ruled by the king Virat. So that was the time when the Pandavas were spending their last year of exile in the kingdom of Virat, incognito. So they were all in different disguises and they were living in the kingdom. Nobody knew that they were the Pandavas. Kichak was a scheming person. He was Durjan personified. He wanted to kill the king Virat and his son so that he could crown himself the king. And so he conspired with Duryodhan to overthrow the king and to have him killed. Not only that, he also casts evil eyes on Draupadi, and of course we all know the fate that eventually befell Kichak. He was put to death by a plot that was devised by the Pandavas, and that is how Kichak was also killed. So Kartavirya Arjun and Kichak, examples of Durjan with poison throughout their body and the sad fate that befell them eventually. Vrishchikasya visham puchham, makshikasya visham shiraha, takshakasya visham damshtra, sarvangam durjane visham. Quite a sting, this Subhashitam. Namo Namaha.